retrace your life.
Today's topic is, what is vibrational energy? And so if you think about vibrational energy, I know a lot of us have learned about energy at a young age. We learned it in science. We learned it, I think they start to change it again in junior high, and then they change it again in high school at a higher level, and then through college. And we all learn that energy is physically everything when we are in school. Energy is atoms, and they all come together, and that's where we get the lights, and that's where we get the furniture, and that's how we get all of the physical things that are around us, right? Because they are created through energy. But the part that they don't teach us is that energy is in everything, and your thoughts become things. And that is the physical or the spiritual side of knowing what we have created in this physical world. And so someone had to think of creating a car before it became a physical car. So that energy was a thought that was created, and it manifested and built momentum, and so now we have cars. And that goes with everything else in our lives. And so at this point, when you are learning about your mindset change and things that you want to be creative with in your life, you have to learn that thoughts become things, that energy is in everything, and your thoughts begin in your emotions, and they are amplified by that. And then they are built into increasing momentum into your actions. And so how do we know that we are manifesting or that we are using vibrational energy to create the life that we want? First, we have to know that we are creators. We have to be conscious of it and know that the things that we are asking for and speaking about are things that are happening in our life. Whether they be bad or good, they are things that we have assisted in creation in some energy form or another. And so how do you recognize that energy that you're creating? How do you understand that? The first thing is to pay attention to how you feel. Again, thoughts become things, and repetition of thoughts of how you feel is creating vibration of energies in your life. And so constant vibration is coming in, and you're thinking constantly of, oh, I'm not going to get that job, or I'm not good enough for this relationship, or there aren't any good men out there, or there aren't any good women out there, or, you know, those are the type of thoughts that are building repetition in our mind. And so those are creating and manifesting more energy in our life. So thinking about how do you feel and being conscious about how you feel is going to help you manifest and create at a higher level. That vibrational energy is the highest form of creation that we have in our inner being, in our own selves, in our own lives. So how do you feel? Think about how you feel and be conscious of how you feel. There are lots of things that happen that are creating momentum, repetition in our life all day long. We wake up in the morning and we think, oh, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late, I'm going to be late. We end up being late. Our thought created that. And so I want you to learn to use your own manifesting energy in a way that's powerful for you. Know that you have a vibration, that you first had a thought when you woke up this morning, or, you know, when you wanted to start your own business. If you're an entrepreneur, you had a thought. And then as you worked on that thought and got through those limited beliefs, you started to create more and vibrate more. And so think about when you pick up energy from other people. Sometimes you will pick up energy from other people without them even saying anything. Their vibrational energy comes across to you so that you can feel it. When you see someone, sometimes they can walk into a room and the whole room will light up and everyone will look to them and they will want to speak to them and they want to talk to them. This person is being intentional about their vibrational energy that they're giving out. How many times have you gone to a place that you didn't want to go to and noticed that you had a bad experience, but then you went to the same place and you had a different attitude around the same people, and it was an amazing experience for you? This is vibrational energy. So let's be careful when we have bad days and we build that momentum. Use the energy to attract what you want. How do you do that? Again, going back to the beginning of what I said, recognize how you feel. It's always in how you feel. You are a creator. You were put here to manifest. You were put here to have things that you want, but you have to know that you're deserving of them. And a lot of us, again, have repetition thoughts that are happening from our childhood, from our relationships, from things that made us feel undeserving. How often have we been in relationships and we've heard that you are not good enough, or you are fat, or you are not deserving of that, or you've been in abusive relationships, and it could be family or toxic relationships. How many times have you been in those relationships and that vibrational energy has become a thought, a repetition of energy that is going through your mind to make you not believe in yourself at a higher level? This happens to us every day, all of us, even at the highest level of people achieving their goals. It happens every single day. And so we have to make sure that we are vibrating another energy. We have to take the time for ourselves. I had a conversation with someone last night about removing toxic people from our lives. Understanding that everything is energy, think about this. When you have toxic people in your life, even if it's family, even if it's someone that you don't think that you can get away from right away, right? How do you bridge that gap between all of that negativity so that you can change your mind? This is a common concept that comes up when I'm working with people, even in my coaching, is because some people are living in a home that they can't, get out of right away, or some people have been in relationships or businesses or jobs, right? And so you go to a job and you're like, I can't get out of this job right now, but how do I change my mind why I'm in this current situation? So the first thing is to mentally bridge a gap. And I know this sounds a little hard at first, but if you can mentally bridge a gap, so in your mind, this is how I've done it in the past. In your mind, you say, I'm going to put a bridge between me and this person, or between me and this situation. This is an energy gap that you are bridging within yourself so that you can mentally picture and visualize this action of removing this toxic environment in your life. So you are creating a bridge. And in this bridge, you are not going to tear the bridge down. You are not going to burn the bridge. You are going to put a gate at the bridge, because oftentimes in our life, we are not ready to let go of those toxic people. We are not ready to, or maybe we can't. Maybe they're our mother, or maybe they're our sister, or our cousin, or our brother, or people that we grew up, and we just don't feel like that's something that we're ready to let go of. So we're mentally creating a gap. And in that gap, that bridge, we're creating a gate. We're not burning it down. We are just saying, I am going to put this line here between me and this situation. We are being conscious and intentional about creating that vibration for ourselves. And then we are saying, I am going to stay on this side of you as long as I am working on healing myself. Again, this is all going back to what vibrational energy is. If we can heal the energy that is inside of us, the energy that has brought us to a place where we are not understanding what our purpose is, we are not understanding what our goals are, or where we need to be in life, if we can just really take ourselves aside and heal our energy, then we can come around these people again whenever we're ready to open that gate, whenever we're ready to cross that bridge again. And in a healed environment, in a healed spirit, in a healed energy alignment, we understand and can discern and see that toxic energy way before it hits our situation. Right? So we know now that these type of people we are not comfortable with. They give us an energy feeling. Think about those feelings. Going back to how you feel. Think about those feelings when you interact with someone. You interact with them and it changes your vibe. You don't always attract the things that you want or the things that you say. You always will attract the things that you vibe with, right? So think about the things that these vibes are coming, these energy vibes that are coming to you. If you're not comfortable with these energy vibes and something in your inner being is saying, this is not something I want in my experience, then you have to create a space and create what you do want in your experience. I hope this is making sense to you. So I can go back if you need me to. Make some comments in there and let me know if you're understanding what I'm saying. At a high level, we are attracting what we are giving out as far as energy goes. It is called vibing. We are vibing with the inner thoughts, the inner spirit, the inner being. So if you have a confident attitude and you show up and you're saying, I'm amazing, and you truly are believing that, then you are manifesting that and you are bringing those people into your life. This is vibrational energy. This is the way that we understand that we are attracting what we want in this life. So when you think about checking your vibe, how do you check your vibe? How do you know if you are vibrating the right energy to attract the things that you want? Well, you do it intentionally. You always radiate love. always radiate forgiveness, always radiate understanding. And this is a hard concept to understand. I know this because, the former me, I like to say, is used to, think that when people came around me and they gave me a bad vibe, that there was something wrong with them, that there was something in them that I, wasn't really able to connect with. And so I just didn't want anything to do with them, and I moved on from that. But as I learned vibrational energy, and as I learned accepting and radiating love, I learned to understand that anytime I interact with someone that gives me a feeling of non-love, of not giving love, of no understanding, there's some more energy inside of me that I need to vibrate differently. So A, I'm attracting those people to me for a reason so that I can learn a lesson. And B, I need to be conscious of that energy that is being created inside of me. I met someone who I interacted with, and when I first met them, something about them made my stomach, I could feel this feeling in my stomach, and this is the one I always listen to now going forward. I could feel this energy in my stomach, and so I had to discern, after all of the things that I have been through in my life, is this something that is coming from me? Is this a vibe that I'm pushing out, or is this something that I need to discern of this person? Right? So we have people in our life that we don't always know. We want to help them out, or we want to have them in our lives, and we don't always know if it's our lesson or if it is actually something coming from them. Again, these are vibrational energies. We have to learn to understand if the vibration is coming from us or if it's actually coming from the other person, and this is something that we need to learn as far as life lessons goes. The other thing is, the best way to understand if these vibrations are coming from us, from our past experience, maybe something that we need to heal from, maybe something that we don't know we're still holding on to, because that happens a lot. You'll meet someone, maybe another woman or a male, and it's just something about them that you just can't get past, and maybe you don't know that it's an energy that you've been holding on to from your past and you need to heal from that. Or the other side of it is finding clarity. Because if you can find clarity, if you can quiet your mind long enough to vibrate the peaceful energy, the loving energy, the energy that does radiate positivity and gratitude, if you can find that time to quiet your mind and discern things that are happening in your life, when you meet that same person, you will be able to see if this is something you just really don't want in your experience, and that's okay too, or if this is something that you need to come back and heal from, so that you don't continue, like I said before, repetition, constant thoughts create constant vibrations. So you don't continue to give out that vibration, so that you are bringing the right vibrations in, quieting your mind, having the ability to discern what the energy is that you're putting out versus on what the energy that you're receiving. Then this is going to help you be a greater manifester, right? We are able to connect with the vibrational energies that we are allowing. The other thing is, what are you saying to yourself when these things are happening? When you are coming to an event and you're hoping to, meet someone in that event that you have manifested for your business or for your friendships or even for your relationships, right? Because a lot of us think about that. We want to make sure that we have someone in our life that we can share our life with. And so are we saying to ourselves that there are no women? Are we saying to ourselves that there are no good men out there? Are we saying to ourselves that there are no good women out there for the men? Are we saying to ourselves that we are destined to live alone and not be able to share a life? This is vibrational energy. Those thoughts, what are you saying to yourself? You are exactly who you say you are, and you will always have exactly what you say you are deserving of. Vibrational energy, again, you believe that these things belong to you with a sense of expectation, not just of believing, because believing can also just be like a wish, right? But a sense of expectation changes that vibrational energy. Expecting that you know that you're deserving of those relationships, you know you're deserving of these healings, you know that you're deserving of running into people that are going to help you access that important part of your life that you've been searching for and that you've been reaching for. Change your thoughts. Let's talk about changing your thoughts. Vibrational energy has everything to do, as I said in the beginning, with your thoughts. Energy is everything, and everything starts with a thought. If you can find a way to change your thoughts, these are some of these suggestions that I would give to you in order to empower that energy even more. A lot of you know that if you are around people who have an energy that you like, energy that you want to have in your life, then it's easier for them to wear off on you, right? It's easier for you to learn the lessons that you want to have in your life if you're open and accepting to that vibrational energy. Not being defensive about it, receiving the positivity that they have, and not just always wondering, like, where did they get that? How can I be like them? And what do I have to do? But removing that competitive action of they're better than me, or they're more deserving of me, or they worked harder on it than me, or whatever it is, you're saying these things to yourself, and so you're attracting that vibrational energy once again. So do it with expectation, expecting that you are deserving of these things, expecting that you are deserving to have the life that you always wanted to create. Once you have found clarity and you've learned to listen to what you're saying to yourself, feel good about it. Find gratitude in it. I know a lot of you hear this a lot on all of these motivational videos, but it means everything to find gratitude. It means everything to be appreciative of everything that's happening in your life right now. In your life right now, even if it's good or bad, be appreciative of the lessons that you've learned in your life. A lot of us have been through many things that some people couldn't even understand. But if we didn't go through those things, we wouldn't be right here, right now, together, watching this video, listening to more positivity, creating more energy, and aligning ourselves into actions that are going to bring more of what we want in our life, more of these beautiful women that connect with each other, more with these powerful situations in groups online or in person. This brings more of that. What are you saying to yourself? How are you feeling good? And are you giving it pure, clean gratitude? Then I want you to make room for the things that you ask for. And I'm not just saying clean your house. I'm saying really mentally make room for it. You have found yourself in a point where you are aligning your gratitude, you are aligning your dreams, you are aligning your vibrational energy, and you are being completely conscious. And I don't just mean sometimes. It's not sometimes, it's all the time. Making sure that you are self-aware of the energy that you are creating, the energy that you are putting out, the energy that you are bringing to others when you step into a room or into a business deal, or even if you're doing a live stream on the video. Are you giving 100% of the alignment that you want to get back? Make room for that then. I want you to make room in your space, make room in your home, make room in your friendships, make room in your bank account. Don't hold on to things forever and ever and ever because you know that there's things that you should be investing in. There's businesses, there's groups, there's the Boss It Live Mastermind. And that little bit of energy, because money is energy as well, right? So if we don't understand that, let's just go back to that just 1 second, because money is energy too. And if you're not investing in yourself, then you can't. There's no way in the world, if you're always saying I only can afford the free things on the internet, I can only I'm gonna go get all the samples at the grocery store, you're never gonna have a full meal, right? The same thing when it comes to your business, when it comes to your energy that you're vibrating. If you are not investing in yourself properly, if you are not learning the I want to say it in a transfer of energy in a way, because those of us who have learned the vibrational energy, those of us who are giving back the way that we do here on Boss It Live TV, and the way that we do here, like in my coaching business or in the other businesses that I connect with, we actually physically give that energy back. And again, energy is everything, including money. So the relationships that you have, the things that you want to have to move forward. I learned this a long time ago. I was learning a lot, and I was, teaching, and I was doing women's workshops and empowerment events, and there was so much more out there for me. And some of the things that I invested in, maybe I didn't necessarily learn anything from it, but I did create the energy that I needed to move me forward. So you don't always have to jump into something and learn something from it. Because you're giving that energy, because you're processing the fact that you want that next level, that you want to vibrate something else out there, this is what's going to bring you forward. You are absolutely 100% going to be connected with whatever it is that you put out there. This is vibrational energy. So going back, because I just wanted to throw the money, I don't commonly do have conversations, but I am doing a workshop that's coming up called Rewriting Your Money Story. And I want people to understand the connection when it comes to investing in yourself and investing in your business and investing in the right positive energies. You don't always have to think that you're getting something physically out of it, because the energy, first of all, We said, how do you feel? Think about how you feel and what you are attracting. Because if you have repetition thoughts that are coming into your mind, even though you're getting up every day and you're trying to work on this business, or you're trying to get on social media, or you're trying to do something in your local neighborhood, and you are, putting that out there, what you believe is what's happening. So those repetition thoughts, this is hard, I'm not good enough, I can't have that. Replace that with what you want in your experience. This is hard, but I'm going to work harder. I'm going to show hard what it means to work, so that you can put something else in your experience. I had a conversation with someone the other day, and they have learned from me to have a negative thought. When a negative thought comes in their mind, I always tell my thoughts, that's okay, I don't want that in my experience. But the thing that I probably didn't say to them is, not only do I say, I don't want that thought in my experience because I don't want to manifest and create something that isn't going to serve me, but I also replace it with something. I replace it with another thought. So I intentionally make room. I remove that thought from my experience, and then I put something else back in there that I want. So if this is hard, yes, it's hard, right? But it's not too hard for me, because I am living an expected life. I'm expecting these things to be a lesson for me. I'm expected to learn from these, and I am expecting that once I have learned my lesson, that I can transition on, and then I will be involved in the things that I am creating. This is all part of the process. So learn to feel good. Learn to find gratitude. Find clarity. Make room, and align your actions with what it is you truly want in this life. Energy is in everything. Your thoughts begin it, your emotions amplify it, and your actions increase its momentum. That is vibrational energy. That is how you align yourself with your purpose, with with feeling good, right? Because we just want to be happy. We just want to feel good. Oftentimes some of us think, oh, I'm not always going to live the life. I'm going to have to always struggle, or it's just going to be harder and harder for me. And if you continue to do that, you are not aligning and allowing that momentum to build forward. Live a life of expectation. Know that you are beautiful and that you are designed to create a beautiful life. We were all put here to defeat the journeys, right? We were all put here to have more in this life. We were put here to change our thoughts each time a new creation happens and move forward. It's never going to stop. It's always going to move forward. And if you don't learn how to align with that, then you are going to get caught in that momentum and continuously move back to those repeated thoughts and those repeated situations and those vibrational energies that you continue to create on the negative side. The world is waiting for you to show up. The world is waiting for you to get serious about what it is that you want in this life, and stop taking it I don't want to say it that way, but stop taking it in such a small dose, right? You can have whatever you want. You can truly do whatever you want. I can show you, and I am proof positive that you can. When you wake up one day and you decide that, the career that you've had since you were 18 years old is not what you want, and you change that consistently, just give up and take the faith that I'm not suggesting that you do, but just give up and believe in something more for yourself. You work on it consistently. You train your mind to change its thoughts. You work on it as if your mind is in the gym. And then you learn to find clarity in every situation. This is intentional manifesting. This is intentional creating. And this is how you can vibrate your energy to the things that belong to you, the things that serve you, the things that you want in your life when it comes to your business, your relationships. So many times I see a lot of women that are so beautiful and so powerful and so good at their job, but their relationships with their friends, or they throw all their energy to something that really isn't serving them. It's a job, right? And it's something that you might have liked in the beginning, but you've thrown yourself so much that you haven't found that balance. And so you created an energy that you can't find happiness in someone else. And the reason that has happened is because you've not found happiness inside of you. And we, again, vibrate energy. You will attract the people, places, and things that you are vibrationally put out to yourself. Check your vibe. Always check your vibe. Check your thoughts. How are you feeling? How can you change that feeling? And find the most simplest ways to change them. Some things that people, I think, don't take too seriously and they think are silly are affirmations. Affirmations are some of the most powerful investments that you can give to yourself. Looking yourself in the mirror and telling yourself, really, when's the last time you looked in the mirror and told yourself, I love you? that I'm not going to let you down this time, that I appreciate you, and that I want more in our experience so that we can do this together, so that we can create and feel good and have gratitude and manifest more money. You know, I always say one of my greatest affirmations that I say, and every single time, I promise you, it happens at least once or twice a month. I always say money comes to me easily, frequently, without hesitation, from all sources, meaning that it just comes to me. Money comes to me from all things, and it actually does. You'd be surprised if I told you some of the stories of how many times I received a check in the mail from something, or how many times I just got a new client that signed up for one of my coaching workshops, or I just got new things, new people just came into me of downloads of thoughts that came to me that I was like, oh, okay, I can do this, and this is going to work for me, and it manifests more money. I do this so much that I am starting to have a lot of fun with it, actually. I am really starting to manifest things in a way that it's almost like I'm just going to push my energy out there. This is manifesting. This is a creation that I love. And I also find that and we all do this, I also find that when too much of that starts to happen, I get scared. And we all do this, right? We all start to build this momentum of awesome energy. We do it for, 2 weeks, and then, maybe we find another momentum, and maybe we find another momentum, and then we get to a certain level, and then we go back to feeling undeserving. We go back to feeling like, oh my gosh, this is happening. We go back to putting those feels, and we forget everything that we've manifested. We forget our purpose for doing what we were doing because we got caught in that momentum. We didn't realize that momentum wasn't going to keep going unless we kept spinning it. We didn't realize that we had to keep doing the same things, maybe in a different form, but the same things to help create more in our life. So remember, every single day, be conscious of your vibrational energy in everything you do. Even when the momentum gets good, remember that you have to keep that momentum in order to continue that manifesting. This is a continuous cycle in our life, and it is meant to be an amazing cycle. It is meant to be a beautiful cycle of learning and healing and manifesting and creating. But we get so caught up in the doubts and the fears that we're still holding on from our limiting beliefs, from something, I always say, someone told us, or something that we learned from an experience that we didn't truly see the vision out of it from. And so if we can consciously learn to quiet our minds, consciously learn to listen to our inner being, and give ourselves enough space so that we can allow the goodness to come in our life. We can allow even the situations that are uncomfortable are always blessings. They are always blessings. And sometimes it can get exhausting, right? So sometimes you are like, okay, I'm so tired of waiting for this to happen. I'm tired. It's growing, it's happening, it's moving. I see it coming. But gosh, this is taking forever. Well, what is it that you're not aligning with? What is the energy that you're putting out that's saying that you can't get that on purpose, that you're not deserving of that? Where is it? Look at your inner being. Look inside of yourself. I always say that when we have situations that happen in our life that hold us back from what we feel we really, really want, we don't feel deserving of it for one reason or another. I want you to really look deep inside and allow yourself to say, I am deserving of all of these things. I'm deserving of them not taking a year to happen. I am deserving of learning more. We get these, I said one time, we get college degrees and it takes us 4 years to get there. But we don't learn the knowledge in 4 years. We often learn it within a year or two, right? But we have to go through the process, right? We put ourselves through the process and then we graduate, and then by the time we have graduated, we have already created experiences, right? So go trust the process. What did Cheryl said, patience in your faith walk. Absolutely. Trust the process. Go through it all, but know that you're deserving. You can be patient in all of it, but know that you're deserving. And the more that you feel deserving and more that you vibrate that deserving energy, the more that you tell yourself, and it's work in yourself. It doesn't matter how many people you have around or how many people show up or how many people are there. If you don't believe in it, if your vibration is not pushing that out there, it's not going to happen. It is you. It is up to you. When you wake up in the morning and you go to bed at night, it is only you and God. It is up to you to manifest and create a vibrational energy that will begin a manifestation of momentum of the things that you want in this life. So those were my quick tips to vibrational energy and explaining what vibrational energy is. And I hope that you guys enjoyed this and that you shared it out with your friends and that you are connecting with us in the Mastermind Live, learning how to level up your social media business and learning how to just be more confident and manifest the things that you want. We are all connecting these energies on purpose in a positive way, and we all love you. And we are not doing this out of something that we truly don't believe that in. And that's why we are all here, because we know that it works and we know that we can manifest our desires by linking and creating more and more of that positive energy and vibrating more of these thoughts that can build the life that we want. So I love you all. Thank you for joining me. I will see you next Monday. Have a great day.
Trace your life.